participants. First, Team League of Nations. It is Cass Jordan and Julian Ward, Australian Takeover 18-0. Drafting this team, unbeknownst to him, they call him El Diablo, Gabriel Fuerza. And they're led by team captain Stratosphere. The opponents, representing Team Royal Family, Grizzly Mark, Anthony Musso, and they are led by team captain Richard Wilby.
A beautiful tradition here in the hybrid sport of wrestling football. The exchanging of the 8x10s. Or in this case, the exchanging of the show posters.
It's always been the exchanging of the show posters.
It was the exchange of the 8x10s last year.
No, it wasn't.
You said that was a tradition.
This is the tradition, you idiot. How could you have sat through last year's epic battle and not remember any of the traditions?
Now hold on. It's supposed to be even sides, but there's 4 on the Team League of Nations and only 3 on Team Royal Family.
Yes, Team Royal Family's a man down. This is simple stuff.
There's no power plays in soccer.
This is a wrestling football hybrid derby. Of course there's power plays.
So did somebody get red carded already? Is that... Oh. No.
Yes. Shiloh.
Oh, that's fair. Richard or Ricky or whatever we're calling him this month. Couple of false starts there on the kickoff. Referee Brad Myers, the man in charge, keeping him back. Stratos pumping up his team. Team captain Stratosphere, representing Greece.
Greece, Mexico, and Australia.
Oh, Stratos showing some excellent touch. Some, I don't know, whatever the soccer equivalent of handles is. Footles? Some footles.
Shut up, man.
Oh, the Charlie Brown special there for Ricky.
Richard.
Oh! And then the ball to the groin. And Stratos grabs a side headlock. Tags in Julian Ward. Julian the Outlaw channeling his inner Vinnie Jones here in this matchup. Going for a header. Swing and a miss. Ricky going for a jog. Soccer wrestling hybrid does have a big cardio element.
Richard, of course, was a huge fan of Alan Best growing up. George Best, I apologize.
I don't know who either of those people are. But a plancha from Richard.
George Best, for God's sakes! He inspired hundreds and hundreds of young men to get into wrestling football hybrid matches.
Wasn't he the original drummer for the Beatles?
No, that's Pete Best, you moron!
Well,
now Pete Best did play wrestling soccer hybrid.
Julian Ward kicking the ropes.
That's why he left the Beatles, actually.
A low blow on Richard. And now a substitution as Richard in trouble in the Bigfoot. Unlike the earlier Bigfoot, that one was real. But now Musso has tagged in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 times.
That's good. That means they're up by a point now.
And Fuerza taking his hat off. I don't know if hats are allowed in soccer wrestling hybrid.
It is, but he's clearly sending a message to his opponent. When the hat comes off, you know the balls are going to drop.
What? Speaking of which, Richard finally making his way to the outside. I think his soccer balls are up in the top corner right now.
Would explain his golden singing voice.
Fuerza with a handful of hair and a double handful of hair. Musso doesn't even have that much hair to grab. Brad Myers pointing his head, showing his jealousy for Musso's hair.
Hey.
Oh, no ball jokes around Diamond Jim.
Goddamn right.
Fuerza tearing at the hair of Musso. Oh, 5 count. And Fuerza in the books. Carded. Well, that's got to be a red card, Brad. You can't elbow drop the yellow card.
Really surprised that Brad didn't escalate that to a red card. We've, of course, seen greater men expunged from wrestling soccer hybrids for less than that.
Well, Kaz Jordan in the ring, and he runs into a knife-edge chop from Musso. Kaz Jordan, the other half of ATO.
Do you know that Kaz's father spent $1 million, £1 million actually, bringing in the greatest wrestling football hybrid coaches to train him?
Hang on.
£1 million.
Diamond Jim, hang on. They're claiming a pull of the hair. Musso, I don't think Musso
pulled his hair.
I didn't see it. Oh, we're going.
He pulled his hair. He grabbed the ponytail on the way by.
They were going to VAR.
Oh. I'm sorry. Musso's clearly upset. Whoa!
That's a hair pull.
Musso was clearly upset about what Fuerza did to his hair.
Well, VAR said no penalty. Should be a yellow on Kaz Jordan for diving.
I disagree.
Are we sure, with that dive, are we sure Kaz isn't British?
The royal family are British.
A vicious shot to the head of Anthony Musso.
Perhaps he was a transfer?
Oh, great kick to break up the pinfall.
Elegant form from the virtuoso himself, Anthony Musso.
Unfortunately, it was before we were filming, but Musso with a stirring rendition of the national anthem prior to the matchup.
All 4 national anthems.
Which was really impressive.
And Shiloh's theme song.
That song is a banger. Snap suplex from the captain, Stratos. Only a 2 count. We've got to be nearing halftime, Diamond Jim. And what do you have for the score so far?
Well, it's 8-0 for the royal family.
That tracks. Kaz with a boot to the midsection, looking to pick up a goal. Musso kicks out. Musso doing a great job playing keeper right now, keeping the shutout going. Kaz asking the ref to ask Musso. Not sure what he would ask him. The questions in soccer, hybrid, wrestling, football are different. And you got to remember, the League of Nations has Fuerza on a yellow card, so they have to be careful. They cannot afford to give up their man advantage.
Yes, but with Shiloh's automatic red card, royal family, of course, down a wrestler.
Oh, halftime called. Musso spiking. I told you we were close to halftime.
Yes.
Musso spiking Kaz Jordan with a spine buster.
Like a stopped clock.
But it is halftime.
Once in a while, you are correct.
Here come the waters. And the snacks. And yes.
Sean Gibson, where's my beer?
And Tyler, our TCO.
Okay, my contract specifically requires a beer during halftime.
TCO very happy to see sliced oranges.
I'm going to be out of here if this doesn't happen.
Jim wanting
TCO,
a beer.
Get my beer. It's in my contract. Thank goodness we're not on air. I wouldn't want anyone to hear me yelling like this. But get my beer.
This halftime show brought to you by nobody.
Wait, what? Halftime show?
Actually, sorry. This halftime is brought to you by your 2023 League One champions, the Simcoe County Rovers. Kaz Jordan unconscious with an orange in his mouth.
Well, someone better roll over here and put a beer in my mouth.
Somebody better roll Kaz over before he chokes on his orange.
True. Brad Myers got to pay a little more attention to competitor safety.
Flat on your back with an orange in your mouth, also known as a Barrie Friday night.
Yeah.
They switch sides. Of course they switch sides. It's halftime.
Why are you laughing?
Because I love my job. Oh. Halftime is
over. Literally never seen one of these matches.
We're back on the air, and Kaz Jordan, with a mouthful of orange, survives. Thanks to the power.
That's actually a point.
The power of vitamin C.
8-1 now for the royal family.
There's a water bottle in the ring. There are 7 competitors in the ring. Julian Ward Slezen orange. I think the Australians just like oranges. Do oranges exist in Australia?
yes, they just peel the opposite way.
Fuerza getting beaten with a water ball in his mouth. I have pandemonium going on. There are yellow cards everywhere. Referee Brad Myers has lost control of this matchup. This is MLS refereeing all over the place. Yellow cards. What is happening? What is... Everybody just got a yellow.
Brad was having a bit of a meltdown, but...
The White Russian is here! Anton Alexiev for the first time in I don't know how long. And he's got a pity.
That's not a League of Nations pity. That's a royal family pity.
The Russian Tsar for tonight. Anton Alexiev looking sharp as ever with the penny in his pocket. It is good to see that man. Anton says, I missed you, Stratos. Stratos not feeling the same way, booting Anton in the face. Big right hand from the White Russian. What's Anton going for here? Stratos.
Are you kidding me?
Look at the strength of Anton Alexiev. Has not missed a beat. Muscle buster.
That's a 7-point muscle buster. We are all tied up 8-8.
Yeah, you said the royal family was winning 8-1. So that would make it 15-1.
Yes, but also 8-8.
That makes sense. Now, what is Julian Ward complaining about? They're demanding a drug test from Anton.
I mean, his blood's 98% vodka, so I'm not sure how this is going to go.
Is vodka a PED?
For Anton, it is.
We would have to know how he competes without the vodka first. But Anton is gone to go pee in a cup. Oh, first he's got the magic spray to heal Stratos' neck. Referee Brad Myers has lost absolute all control, but it is a Wild Rovers match.
15-15 late in the second half.
And once again, the royal family down a person. Did Fraser just spray that in Stratos' mouth? Do we have a biohazard bat? Who gave him a megaphone? Oh, no. Oh, Brad, no.
How else are you going to test it?
So many different ways.
Expert laboratory tactician and technician Brad Myers has ruled Anton Alexiev out of the Wild Rovers match.
Listen, that was not a legitimate disqualification. They didn't properly look through everything. They didn't bring in the medics, the scientists.
Anton, he is a walking laboratory. You can't argue with science.
When was the last time my country did anything illegal during any sport ever? We have never once. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing stunner by Brad Myers right there.
He can't do that. He's a referee.
He's taking it off.
Anton Alexiev, what is happening? Is Brad Myers your replacement?
Brad Myers has joined the royal family. Anton now taking Diamond Jim's headset. Brad Myers is joining the royal family team.
We have a team of 4, very strong, very independent Canadians right there.
Oh, and a low blow for Myers.
Oh my God. Oh, and he looks like he might have broken his arm there. Mexico on a rampage right now.
Fuerza's got a cup.
Oh, and a huge cutter right there by Fuerza.
Cutter alt-delete from Gabriel Fuerza, who is now taking his shorts off.
You better take everything off. Oh, with the shooting star standing.
That's a point for the League of Nations. Taking your shorts off is a point.
That is a point. That's correct. Oh, Big Mac right there.
Choke slam from Grizzly Mac. Now Julian Ward into the ring. Eats a right hand.
I like that ricochet right there with the big clothesline.
Who are you cheering for, Anton?
Listen, I got DQ'd by my own team. I'm on the center right now. I'm just neutral. I'm Switzerland.
I mean, you did piss off.
Musso tears the penny and then eats a code breaker. Here comes Richard.
Oh, huge elbow to the dome right there.
The rigmarole.
Oh, another big line.
Clothesline into the corner from Julian Ward. Now it's Brad Myers and Julian Ward. Brad Myers in a lot of trouble. Slide tackle to take out Julian. Oh, wait, Stratos is the referee now. And he's giving a red card to Brad.
This is absolutely legal under the rules of hybrid wrestling footy.
Now, what is Stratos calling here? They're calling a penalty kick.
That's the correct call.
Why would Brad? No, Brad, don't do this.
He has to. He's bound by a code of ethics.
No,
He
Brad.
Stop arguing.
Get
He's
out
a
of there,
man of
Brad.
integrity.
No.
Oh! But his integrity just cost him a lot.
No, Brad Myers. And the League of Nations wins with a penalty kick to the head.
And this is why Sean Gibson should not have drug tests for these types of matches. I was not doping.
Yeah, no Russian has ever been caught doping, right, Anton? The Rovers sequel ending with great controversy, the penalty kick.
No controversy.
Stratosphere became the ref midway through.
Yes! That literally happens every season, at least 2 or 3 games.
Fans, if you like this, there's no connection between this and the soccer that the Simcoe County Rovers play.
Of course there is. They're from the same great tree.
But check them
From
out.
strong roots grow strong trees. And we've got 8, 9, 50, a lot of strong trees in that ring.
Somehow the city of Barrie finally produced a champion. League One Ontario champs, the Simcoe County Rovers. Please check them out. They're great friends to Barrie Wrestling. And now Sean Gibson, the co-creator of Wrestling Soccer Hybrid.
What? He wasn't even born.
The co-reinventor. Well, Stratos and Brad trading jerseys, but Stratos already has Brad's jersey. I don't know what's going
Glad
on.
to see Brad Myers back on his feet.
He will need medical attention.
He's going to be eating food through a straw.
Oh, and consolation bags for the losers, medals for the winners. Fuerza adding one more accolade for the man who has won everything in Barrie. And now Sean Gibson has the mic, so I'll stop talking so he pays me.
All right. The Aussies aren't getting a medal just yet. Every now and then, you guys know we bring people in, they come from Europe, they come from wherever, they do a show for the weekend and they head out. And that's a good thing. Our wrestlers go to Europe and they do the same thing. These two young men, is it a year? 2 years they've been living in Canada from their home in Australia. They've been to every major promotion in the country. They've been on AWRMH. They've been on TV, all because they took a chance, left their homeland, left their family, came to a place they had no idea about. That's commendable. That's awesome. They've been in our locker room, and they have been absolutely the best two guys you could have in the locker room. I want you to notice up on the screen. Here's what I want you guys to do while we're talking, while the night's going on. I want you to take that Twitter and that Instagram. I want you to follow those accounts. I want you to follow these guys. I want you to retweet, repost. I want them when they leave, because they leave. This is their last show with us. Yes. And they leave. You leave before the end of the month. They have to go back home. And I know you're thinking, well, that's cool. They'll just come back in a couple months. I don't get the law. I don't get the rules, but they just can't come back. There's a whole thing where they can't do this again. So we've lost them. They're gone. I love you guys very much. You guys have been
A well-deserved standing ovation for ATO.
Stick around after the show. If they've got merch enough, buy it. Get your photo with them. I want you to talk to them. Send me your love. I'm going to get out of here and give you guys some time.
One of the best tag teams on the planet. We're going to hear them talk.
Alright. We don't usually like to speak too much. We're not going to take up too much of your time. But we do want to say it didn't take a lot. It took a lot for us to leave home. You know, we both haven't seen our families in 2 years. Obviously, we have absolutely emptied our bank account. We sacrificed a lot just for the opportunity to have somewhere to perform, somewhere that was different to home. When we got here, we both struggled to find our footing a little bit, and thank God Barrie gave us a home. You people gave us an audience, and we got to make our art for all of you, and we really, really hope you enjoyed it. We love you. We'll see you again sometime.
Fans, check out both of these men on IWTV. This may be the last we see of them in Barrie wrestling for a long time, but it's not the last the world is going to see. An absolutely tremendous tag team, Mike Jeffries. We were lucky to have them here, and I can't wait till they figure out a way to come back.
Two of the best guys to spend some time with. Kaz Jordan, Julian Ward, said well-deserved ovation. And most importantly, they leave as champions of the second Wild Rovers matchup.